Hi, Carl Franklin here. I'm going to show you how to quickly install and use Pwopcaster both as a podcast host and as a podcast guest. It all starts with this URL right here, client.pwopcast.com. Now this brings you to a page where you can install Pwopcaster, and you're going to notice some security warnings that you can promptly ignore. So I click install. First warning is that this exe is not commonly downloaded. It might be dangerous. Your browser doesn't trust it. You have to drop down this little arrow here and say keep. All right, now after that downloads and everything's happy, you can click on it and it runs it, and then the next level of security kicks in. Windows is like, dun, 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 we don't like this app. It's an unknown publisher, but you know what? It's me, so run it anyway. Now you're going to start installing here. You click the install button and everything downloads and downloads and downloads. And there it is, Pwopcaster. We can get this out of the way. So first of all, anytime that you run Pwopcaster, it's going to quickly check for updates, and if there are updates, it's going to install them. Great. So, record podcasts easily. Let's do the first experiment as a host. Let's say you're me, and I'm a podcast host. Well, back on the server, my name and email address are registered as being hosts. So, when I type in my name and my email address, and then I click host here in a minute, it's going to allow me to do that. But first thing I have to do is select my audio input device. Now as I click on these, you'll see a little progress meter here indicating the volume level. And this is a microphone that I'm talking into right now. This one right here is my built-in laptop microphone, which is much more sensitive, as you can see. And then this one is a little headset that's on the floor, and I barely ever use it. So I'm going to click back on this one, select that. Now I'm a podcast host, so I'm going to click host. Now Pwopcaster has sent me an email. So I pull up my email. There's a new message from Pwop Administrator, and it says, you've created a new session. Please join with this code and share the code with other parties. It's just a code. You're going to send that to your guests, but you're also going to use that to log in here. Ta-da! Now we're waiting for guests. Okay. Now let's say Joe Podcaster is a guest on your show. Joe also downloads and runs Pwopcaster, and when he runs this, he's going to fill in his name, Joe Podcaster, and then he's going to pick whatever microphone he likes, but he's not going to click host, he's going to click join. If he clicks host, he's going to get, you are not authorized to host. Please check email. Yes, okay. He joins, and then he puts in the code. And now everybody's here. Carl Franklin is here. Joe Podcaster is here. Joe's waiting for the recording to start. He doesn't have a record button, but you do. So when you hit record, you're recording with your microphone, that microphone, and Joe's recording with the other microphone. And they both started at the same time, which is great, which means there's no synchronization necessary. And you're the only one with the stop button. So when everybody's done and happy, you click stop. Okay, now he sees that everything has stopped, and now we're going to upload the files. Now where does that go when you upload them? Well, it uploads them to Pwop Studios. It also sends me, Carl, an email that says, hey, there's a new file, and it gives me a link to it. So I'm uploading these files. Done, done, done. And Bob's your uncle. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial.